Hi guys, I'm Kriti Tiwari and welcome to In Conversation with Kriti. Thank you so much everyone for coming and watching this podcast. If you are new here, please go subscribe to my channel and click onto the bell icon. So yes, let's start with today's podcast. This podcast is quite very different and very special to my heart. In this podcast, I spoke about a very candid true story of a beautiful woman just not with a brain, with her heart, and also a woman who has been so vocal about what she did, what she had in her life. So yes, let's start this conversation and please watch this podcast till end. You might get related with every word spoken by my guest. Yeah, let's welcome Dr. Sabiha, who is a doctor, a sex educator, and a life coach. Let's begin this conversation and watch till end. Come check this. Good evening, ma'am. How are you doing?
Absolutely great, Kirti. How are you?
I'm
Kriti,
absolutely.
sorry, I pronounced
I'm
your name
Kriti.
right. No. जिधर जिधर edit करना कर लेना यार.
Okay, ma'am. So let's start this conversation. I'm always very keen to talk to you because I think first time I found a woman who have so much courage to come on a social media talking about such a sensitive topic like sex and marriage and abusive relationship. And also, you are the first lady I found on Instagram being so much vocal about that. And it was for me, it was very much motivating and very much inspiring because I was because मैंने पहली बार किसी को देखा था been so much vocal and been so much confident on camera speaking about every stuff. So earlier we have a live also वहाँ पे हमने I just got to know about your marriage life. How was your marriage life? So I just want to start with your journey because I know you are a doctor, you did your medicine, you have practiced as a doctor, but again you turned as an MPL coach and a sex coach. So yes, how this journey began, I would surely say it's a completely roller coaster journey for you. So yeah, let's start with your beautiful roller coaster journey. Yeah.
Okay. If Karan Johar approaches me, now he will get a 3 hours movie masala type ka entire story, a super duper hit, kabhi khushi kabhi gum types. But it's like now I'm 45 years old. I'm a mother of an 18-year-old daughter. I'm a doctor. I'm a life coach. I'm a sex educator. I'm a licensed emotional intelligence coach. So and best is I like the way I am now. I feel I'm very hot, beautiful, sexy, graceful. So with this identity, what happened in the past for years, which was never thought of or uh, I can't say it. I was never prepared for what was happening when I got married. Honestly speaking, before that also, if I go one step behind, Kriti, when I did my medical, when I took admission in my medical college, I had no idea why I took. It was just 10th standard. I got very nice percentage, and suddenly then I thought, oh, I'm so intelligent. I got so high percentage because my parents were damn supportive always. And I just took science. Otherwise, till 10th, it was always I wanted to be get admission in law, and just because I got a good percentage, I took admission in science. And then I got 12th standard, I got some XYZ percentage. And then I was getting an admission in Belgaum, Karnataka, which is my native, and where all my cousins are there. And Belgaum was like every year we go there and we have fun, and all cousins are there. That is the reason I took admission there. Now,
Okay.
this can't be any foundation, of starting a career out of it. And then it was disaster decision because it's not that I'm against BAMS, but it was from Maharashtra to Karnataka. Teaching was in Kannada, all shloka, Sanskrit,
Yeah.
and I was topper in all the 3 years. But for me, that was how not how it should be. Like for me, it was very difficult from coming from English medium,
Yeah.
entering a Kannada state, and then learning everything in Kannada, writing everything in Marathi, and blah blah blah, what not. It was not the ideal environment where I wanted to study medical. बस हो गया my dad got transferred to Pune, and then dad said कि you come to Pune, you'll get good internships here. So I started doing internships in Pune, and Pune culture was a city culture. Everybody is dating or everybody is engaged. So I was like suddenly, oh my god, सबके बॉयफ्रेंड है और सबकी शादी हो रही है. I have two elder sisters. My elder sister is married. मेरी दूसरी बहन की शादी अभी नहीं हुई थी, वो भी बीएड करके उनका जस्ट जॉब लगा था. तो my parents were searching a matrimonial for her. I went to dad and said कि बस हो गया, मुझे शादी करनी है. So dad said, fine, we will search for you also. So and dad said कि why are you not coming up with some boy? I said नहीं नहीं उतना तो वो काम आपका है, you do it. And I was very academic कीड़ा, like
Yeah.
चश्मेश and only पढ़ाई घर पढ़ाई घर. In
Okay.
matrimonial times of India, I remember Sunday को इतना गड्ढा आता था कृति, and me and my dad used to sit reading all that. And that was the most
Okay.
exciting part of Sunday for me कि अलग अलग matrimonials आएंगे, photos आएंगे. And then he selected one biodata. So dad said, why you like, वो selection के पहले भी 10-12 families मुझे proper इंडिया में मूवीज में दिखाते हैं ना, देखने आए, मैं सजी सवरी, मैं नाइट ड्यूटी करके आती थी एंड मॉर्निंग में देखने का प्रोग्राम होता था एंड आई यूज्ड टू लव इट. इट वाज नॉट
Okay.
आई डिडंट लाइक इट, आई
Like,
यूज्ड टू.
yeah, like in
But
India, I used to feel that it's very humiliating for a girl when people came and you are saying that you were enjoying it. It's quite
I was enjoying because somehow now my belief was, maybe now I realize I always wanted a wedding. I
okay.
never wanted a marriage. You know, there's a difference. Now I understand that. कि I
Hmm.
was more fascinated because सबका हो रहा है तो मेरा होना
Okay.
चाहिए. तो उसके लिए क्या कॉस्ट भरनी है हम भर लेंगे. वन फैमिली तो आई रिमेम्बर 22 लोग आए थे, 22 लोग मुझे देखने आए थे. एंड भैया एंड मेरी फैमिली, मी माय डैडी माय मॉम, because we never had this like इतना देखो दिखाओ टाइप्स.
Hmm.
एंड मी एंड माय डैड वी वेंट इनसाइड किचन और हम दोनों इतना आधा घंटा हंसते थे कि मैंने बोला अब्बा ये तो 22 लोग मुझे देखने आ गए. तो अब्बा से तुमको चाहिए था कि लोग तुमको देखने आए, अभी ले लो, अभी आ गए तो देख लो. And somehow, yeah, things went.
Okay.
And the biographer which I liked was my husband's biographer because the name was very nice. I said, this name is very nice. And my dad said, now you will marry someone because you like the name. I said, ah, ye naam acha hai. And he's MPC, is a government servant because my dad is a government servant. And my all my entire family is government servant. And that's the reason we got married. But yeah, it was like, दो ही महीने engagement हो गया, शादी हो गया. And yeah, how to put it in words? It was like, एक बड़ा बबल रहता है, आप उसके अंदर ऐसे फुदक रहे हो और किसी ने पिन मार के फोड़ डाला. And then you come into the reality, oh my goodness, this is marriage. You have to put off the curtains, you have to close all the doors, check the locks, wear so many bangles, wear all that makeup. अगर आप अभी भी मुझे शूट कर रहे हो तो मैं अपने रेगुलर कपड़ों में आपके साथ बैठी हूँ because that is what I am. And put all that jewelry, sajo, savro, ghungat lo. I used to go to hospital 11 to 5. Even after marriage, I continued with an hospital duty. And my in-laws were very supportive with that. You should work. But you should work in the sense, you first finish all the work at home, get ready, wear all that, and then go to hospital. That was not possible for me. And there are many such stories. मैं ज्यादा content में नहीं जाऊंगी कृति. What I mean to say is, मैं एक environment से आ गई, मैं दूसरे environment में चली गई. I was a misfit there. I had no idea that my ability or my skill depends upon the number of chapatis I make. Or my ability or my skill is depending upon how much makeup I do and how much jewelry I put and how much I can stand when all are sitting in a hall, attending them, serving water, serving food and eating food at the end. मैं इतनी दुबली हूँ कृति, मुझे हर आधे घंटे में खाने लगता है. बट somehow हमारे वहां पे कल्चर ऐसा था कि बहू एंड में खाना खाएगी. फिर बॉस मुझे तो भूख लग रही है ना, तो मुझे तो अभी खाना है. But then that was the culture. So what I mean to always say, or in my reels, which I've always said, it was not about abusive relationship. There was no abuse as such. कुछ भी वो लोग मुझे तकलीफ देते थे ऐसा कुछ नहीं था. बट उनकी वैल्यू सिस्टम, उनकी बिलीफ सिस्टम बहुत अलग थी और मेरी वैल्यू सिस्टम, मेरी बिलीफ सिस्टम बहुत अलग थी. वो मैच नहीं होती थी और इस सब में सैंडविच हो जाते थे हमारे हस्बैंड. बिकॉज we also were like, we never knew each other, right? हम arranged marriage का product है. अभी अभी जुम्मा जुम्मा 4 दिन we know each other, and suddenly we are supposed to take care of so many relations, and we both had no idea what are these expectations, what should an ideal bahu be, what should an ideal son be after getting married. So there were so many clashes, and then yeah, it didn't work out well. It didn't work out well because मुझसे इतना काम नहीं होता था, सौ का सीधा बात. मुझे आई वाज अ डॉक्टर, आई एम अ डॉक्टर. यू टेल मी टू डू 10 deliveries in a night, I will do. You tell me to take 10 clients in a day, I will do, because that is somewhat I have learned, I love to do. That doesn't mean जैसे ये लाइव हमारा जूम कॉल खत्म होगा, I will go in kitchen, I will do some cooking. But my skill can't be decided by how much good cook I am. My identity can't be decided on how much good my ghungat is. Or my behavior can't be decided on how I speak to all the relatives in a marriage hall, how I'm a pleasing personality to how रात के 10 बजे बैठ के वो क्यों की सास भी बहू थी देखो तो तुम अच्छे बहू हो. दिस इज नॉट डन राइट. अगर मुझे 10 बजे केस पढ़ना है क्योंकि दूसरे दिन हॉस्पिटल जाना है तो मैं नहीं देखूंगी वो सीरियल. या मुझे खाना बनाते से खाना खा लेना है भाई, पहले ही खाना है. डोंट यू थिंक इट्स अ वेरी जेन्युइन
And ma'am,
थिंग कि
sorry
भूख
to
लगती है तो
interrupt you.
खाना.
I just want to add one thing over here. The story which you are sharing, it is the condition of most of women in India even today now. As you said, you have to wear all makeup, all jewelries, bangles. I would definitely say there are thousands of women. I would say lakhs of women are in India who are suffering from this every day. It's a problem which we need to discuss, but we think it's like we know it's always teaches like to us to do compromise with ourselves. We do compromise. We have we cook for everyone, and then we go for office. It is not a progressive thinking at all. But yes, it's the story you are saying maybe 10 or 15 years back, but I would definitely
20
listen.
years, 20 years back.
Yeah, 20 years back, and even in 2023, the condition is still same. Maybe there is 1-2% changes in the mindset of people, but most of 3 tier, 4 tier cities of India are practicing the same thing. And it is so sad for a girl. We said, "Ki, okay, my daughter-in-law is working, but we are very progressive. But at the back,
Yes,
what happened? In the
this
background,
happens.
she cooks food. She is, whatever you said, it
Washing
is happening.
three toilets. I used to wash 3 toilets, and then clean all that. There was a maid. ऐसा नहीं था कि maid नहीं था.
Yeah,
And I used to say, let's have one more maid, and let's आप भी आराम करो, मैं भी जल्दी जल्दी करके जाऊंगी. And चलो वो काम का भी नहीं प्रॉब्लम रहता है. But suppose if I'm not doing that as per it should have been done, so
true.
didn't mean that is me, right? It is एक अब जैसे हम ये जूम इंटरव्यू कर रहे हैं, शायद एकदम हाई एंड इंटरव्यू ना बने यार.
Hmm.
जैसा भी बनेगा अच्छा बनेगा,
Yeah.
तो तो मुझे नहीं चाहिए कि कोई आए और सडनली क्रिटिसिज्म शुरू कर जावे,
Hmm.
और ऊपर से मुझे लेबल लगावे मेरी इनएफिशिएंसी को जज करे कि हाउ इनएफिशिएंट आई एम.
Yeah.
व्हाट आई मीन टू से इज गर्ल और बॉय, बहू और बेटी, आई लव टू कुक कृति, आई लव टू बी इन किचन, आई लव टू कुक, आई लव टू हैव गेस्ट, आई लव टू सर्व, बट doing that is not my identity. That is a part of which I choose to do. I choose to do that. Okay.
Absolutely.
You can't judge me by if I'm doing that, I'm good. If I'm not doing that, I'm bad. That can't be a parameter. The shape of chapati can't be the parameter of your character. The number of chapatis
Unfortunately, the
can't be
truth
the
is this
parameter of your
only, right?
skills. Pardon?
Unfortunately, but truth is this: we are being judged from the shape of chapati, from how we are talking, how the food we eat, how the food we cook. Yeah, this is so horrible
What
for
we
our
wear,
society. And we said,
what we wear,
huh? Yeah,
what we
absolutely.
wear.
What we wear. Okay, like I used to feel very I used to feel very obnoxious while I'm talking to this, because I feel that there are so many women suffering from this. And you know what? Women don't want to raise their voice also, because in India we have set some standard for us. We always want to be a perfect bahu, perfect wife, perfect daughter, uh,
Absolutely.
everything. And in that we are, as you said, we are sandwiched with our, like, with our partners. We always used to have a fight with them because we are not making others happy. It is the truth of India. Like, yeah. Okay, sorry to interrupt you. You
No,
continue,
no
please.
issues, no issues. ये क्या unending saga है रे, वही तो मैंने बोला. Somewhere, because what is good part, the life coaching part or the NLP part or learning new skills, uh, event is still there in the past. This is
Yeah,
all that happened with me. But now the way I look at the event has changed. The way I give the meaning to that event has changed. For me, that event becomes a big foundation of what I am today.
yeah,
I'm happy. ऐसा कुछ
absolutely.
हो गया, मैंने कुछ rebellious actions लिए, and then I could be where I am. But yes, उस वक्त if I would have taken some professional help, professional counseling, coaching, I would have a platter of choices other
Hmm.
than only being rebel.
Yeah.
हर बारी rebel होने की जरूरत नहीं है. You should have multiple choices, which that time when I was 25, I was like करो या मरो, do
Hmm.
or die. It was only that thing in my mind, and I was headstrong. My parents were very supportive, my husband very supportive till date. And to be very honest, now when I look at the event, I don't even blame my in-laws.
Yeah,
Why? Because as I said, they come from that set of values and belief.
true.
अब उनके मैप में वही सही अगर है, तो आप पूरी जिंदगी लगा दो, ये नहीं समझा पाओगे कि वो गलत है.
Yeah.
आपको स्टेप उठाना पड़ेगा. आपके लिए जो सही है वो आपको करना पड़ेगा. इट इज वेरी इजी कृति टू सिट एंड ब्लेमिंग योर फैमिली, योर इन लॉज, योर पेरेंट्स, योर एनवायरमेंट. मेरे पास ये नहीं था, वो नहीं था, इन्होंने आगे बढ़ने नहीं दिया, इसके लिए लाइफ में मैंने कुछ किया नहीं. दिस इज द इजीएस्ट थिंग ऑन अर्थ.
True.
Okay boss, this is fact now. Now if you know what you really want to do, you need to go ahead and do it, right?
Yeah.
They are what they are, they will be what they will be. That doesn't mean you are the unique, right? You have so many abilities and skills. If you have that in you, you are born to shine. फिर
Yeah,
आप कहीं पे भी
absolutely.
रहो, आप चमक जाओगे. No one can stop you from shining. That.
True, absolutely true. Okay, ma'am. A few days ago, I was watching your stories, and I think it was a New Year Eve. You have posted about your husband, that you were at a point where you want to get divorced, and now you guys are living so happily, lovingly. So how that journey? Like, I want to know from that, if you're comfortable to share. You would
Absolutely
love to
यार.
hear
पहली
from
बात
that.
यार, we wanted to have divorce, and second बात अभी भी जो दिखता है, it is not 100% happily and lovingly. I will say कि the best part of me and Ali is the name of my husband, is how I will tell you, we know that we are not made for each other.
Okay.
हम वो
Yeah,
लैला
yeah.
मजनू नहीं
It
है,
was
हम
written in
हीरो
a story
नहीं है.
also. Completely
Yeah, we are
two
not.
opposite
Yeah,
persons together.
we are opposite personalities. We are totally opposite personalities. But किसी टाइम पे हम लोगों ने चूज किया था. Okay, then because of the wrong environment, because of some XYZ people, I thought कि चलो इस मुसीबत से दूर होने के लिए let me take divorce. Fortunately, my husband never wanted a divorce. And before reaching to the divorce decision, I took one more decision, that is to have a baby. I thought by becoming pregnant, सब कुछ बदल जाएगा, you know. सबके दिलों में what I wanted, Kriti, that everybody should love me. Everybody, and when I say everybody, that is the family where I got married. Because at my mummy daddy's place, I was the youngest. My Dada Jan, my Bade Abbu, my Chote Chachu, my Mama, my Atya, I was like loved by everyone. I will not say pampered. I'm just saying loved. You know, if I'm talking something, they listen to me. I have done so many achievements, they appreciate me. So I had come from that environment. Now I go into an environment where I'm suddenly Badi Bahu.
True.
And appreciation I had lost. I had never heard anybody speaking good about me. So this transit was very difficult for me. There was restriction on me going to my parents' house. There was restriction on me talking to my parents. For me, till date, my dad is 79. My day starts 7:30 a.m. by calling to my dad. That is how it is. And what we talk 2 minutes, 1 minute, sometimes 30 seconds. We may discuss one share or shairi and we just keep the call. But if someone tells me don't do this, then it is something. Oh, what's wrong in it? What's wrong in talking with your parents? So it was all about the environment, the values, and the beliefs. Now Ali also understood this. He being a highly super educated person, he is an MPSC, he is an MBA student, he has seen world. He could understand, okay, it is only about the environment. And he also understood that he can't do anything for it. अब मेरी प्रेगनेंसी का तो स्टोरी किसी और पॉडकास्ट में सुना देंगे. दैट 8 months ऑफ प्रेगनेंसी, ओ माय गुडनेस, इट वाज लाइक माय गॉड, व्हाई एम आई प्रेग्नेंट, बिकॉज आई वांटेड टू बी मदर एंड आई थॉट बाय बिकमिंग मॉम एंड गेटिंग अ बेबी इन द फैमिली, सब लोग मुझे प्यार करने लगेंगे. दैट वाज माय कोर इंटेंशन कि पीपल शुड फॉल इन लव विद मी. बट ऐसा कुछ नहीं हो रहा था. बाय 8 month ऑल्सो ऐसा कुछ नहीं हो रहा था. थिंग्स लाइक द वर्कलोड वाज इंक्रीजिंग. आई हैड टू डू लॉट ऑफ वर्क. The main problem was I could not manage that much of work. And then I said, Ali, कि भैया तुम रहो अपने पेरेंट्स के पास, मैं अपने मम्मी पापा के पास, and we will just file divorce and we will just take it. And he said, if you want it, I'll give it. But I don't want it. Then I said, if you don't want it, what's the other alternative? Because we were not that financially still stable कि हम दोनों अलग से शुरू कर सकते थे अपना अपना घर. नहीं था, ऐसा नहीं था, हिम्मत नहीं थी.
True.
हिम्मत नहीं थी कि हम अपने दम पे कर सकते हैं. आई वाज लाइक हम कर सकते हैं अली, आई एम अ डॉक्टर, यू आर इंजीनियर, व्हाई कांट वी डू? बिकॉज वी कम फ्रॉम अ वेरी वेल टू डू फैमिली. तो मे बी स्टार्टिंग में हमको थोड़ा सा 19-20 करना पड़ेगा. बट समहाउ इट नेवर वर्कड वेल. 1.5 year आई वाज विद माय पेरेंट्स. आई वाज लैक्टेटिंग. मैं मेरे बच्चे का डिलीवरी हो गया एंड आई वाज लैक्टेटिंग. माय ब्रेस्ट यूज्ड टू बी कंप्लीटली फिल्ड विद दैट मिल्क. क्योंकि मैं फैजा को सुबह दूध पिलाती थी और 6 बजे मैं वो चाटे कोचिंग क्लासेस में जाती थी. तो 10 बजे तक वो चाटे कोचिंग क्लासेस में मैं बायो पढ़ाने जाती थी. 10 o'clock आई यूज्ड टू कम बैक. आपसे 6 बजे से 10 बजे तक पूरा ओवरफ्लो होता था मिल्क. And I used to keep all pads on the breast. And if I could see any lady who is feeding some kid, oh my goodness, Kriti, इतना दूध बहता था. And 10 o'clock running rush, I used to come back home, फीड फैजा कि फैजा को दूध पिला दो. और द ब्रेस्ट एम्प्टी होता था. 11 बजे मुझे ओपीडी जाना रहता था. तो अगेन 11 से 2 में ओपीडी में जाती थी. अगेन दैट ब्रेस्ट का इशू आई हैव फेस्ड इट फॉर लाइक 6 months. एंड फैजा आई केप्ट ऑन लैक्टेटिंग her for almost 2 years. But yeah, days went off and I went to 3 advocates. Kriti, I should mention this episode here. तीनों को मैं बोलती थी कि हमको डिवोर्स फाइल करना है. एंड आई दे यूज्ड टू आस्क मी आपको क्या क्या तकलीफ है. तो यही मैं बताती थी, यार इतना काम मुझसे नहीं होता है और ये मेरा इन लॉस का नहीं जमता है बेसिकली. तो वो बोलती थी नहीं नहीं मैडम, आपका और अली का क्या प्रॉब्लम है. बोला भाई कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. ही इज अ जेन्युइन पर्सन एंड आई हैव मैरिड टू अ वेरी जेन्युइन जेंटलमैन. नहीं नहीं बोले आपको कोर्ट में ये प्रूव करना पड़ेगा कि हाउ बैड योर हस्बैंड इज, ही हिट्स यू, ही स्पीक्स अब्यूज यू और हिज कैरेक्टर इज नॉट गुड. मैंने बोला ऐसा कुछ है ही नहीं. तो बोले मैम आप केस फाइल ही नहीं कर सकते. Just because in-laws are troubling you, you can't file a case. That was a bullshit. I had no idea how the laws are. मैंने बोला यार हटाओ. I started with my OPD and but fortunately Ali got transferred to Malegaon. We both could get that courage कि चलो भाई हम करके तो देखते हैं.
Okay.
Let's come together and give a try. As I said ना, हम दोनों ने खुद को वापस से एक चांस दिया. अब के जब चांस दिया ना कृति, we had complete clear idea that my family, my environment is different. Ali's family, Ali's environment is different. Now, no expectation of bringing these two families together.
Absolutely.
क्योंकि अगर ये मुहिम पे लगेंगे तो राम राम था, फिर कुछ नहीं होना था. तो आई सेड अली यू विल टेक केयर ऑफ योर फैमिली, आई विल टेक केयर ऑफ माय फैमिली। पता है आइडियली मैरिज बोला तो दो फैमिलियों का रियूनियन होता है, लेकिन यहाँ इंडिया पाकिस्तान हो चुका है तो नहीं होगा। तो जाने दो ना, आप और मैं तो पहले एक आते हैं, स्लोली द फैमिलीज विल आल्सो कम टुगेदर। बट अगर मैं और आप ही सेम फ्लोर पे नहीं आ पा रहे हैं, एंड द रीजन बिहाइंड दैट वाज या फॉर श्योर माय डॉटर, शी लव्स फैजा अ लॉट, आई लव फैजा अ लॉट। एज अ पेरेंट कृति वी आर टू गुड। मुझे नहीं लगता हमसे ज्यादा अच्छे माँ बाप कहीं दुनिया में मिलेंगे। वहीं वहां पे भी हमने बहुत गलतियां की है, बट एज अ टीम वी आर वेरी गुड।
That's
So making big story short, Kriti,
yeah.
we don't have a perfect marriage. It's totally क्या बोलते हैं ना उसको, ऐसी बहू जो किसी भी घर वालों को नहीं चाहिए रहेगी। I'm that bahu. My husband could not be a very good husband. He failed as an husband. As a father also, it took a lot of time for him to come to a terms कि okay, this is fatherhood. He always wanted to be a good son. इसका मतलब वो गलत नहीं था यार, उसको पता ही नहीं था करना क्या है। मुझे नहीं पता था करना क्या है, तो हम गलतियों पे गलतियां करते रहे। But we took help
Hmm.
and we did choose कि भाई हमको साथ में रहना है। And when you choose something, right, you choose with the consequences.
Absolutely.
And now, did I answer your question, or I just went on?
No, yeah, you answered my question. I think we are talking, you are speaking to me so joyfully, but I think it was not that easy for you at that point
Oh,
of time. It was too
absolutely
tough
not.
for you. Yeah, now come to the MPL coach and sex educator. I think it is a very I think more than it was your past. Now talk about your present. I think the first question which came to my mind while whenever I saw your stories and all, from where this courage come to you to be so vocal on such sensitive topic? Because as a girl, I don't have that courage to speak. I don't know why, but I can't speak that fluently. The much you are doing, the much Nivedita ma'am is doing, and so many or other women are doing. So yeah, I asked this question to Nivedita ma'am also. She have answered me. Yeah, please you do.
क्या है ना कृति, when I got married ना, what I am now, I was 180 degree up. I was like, आप बोलो मैं वो करके दूंगी आपको। I was a yes personality. I had no word of no in my brain. मुझे सिर्फ इतना पता था कि सामने वाले का दिल जीतना चाहिए बस। एंड वो शादी का 1.5 साल मैंने इतना दिल जीतने का कोशिश किया है, और उतना करने के बावजूद जब आपके कैरेक्टर पे, जब आपके आइडेंटिटी पे, जब आपके हर बात पे यार, हर बात पे सवाल जवाब होते हैं, ऐसी बैठकें होती हैं, आपको खड़ा किया जाता है और आपको जवाब देना पड़ता है कि आपने ये क्यों बोला, आपने ऐसा क्यों किया, आपने वैसा क्यों किया। आपके पेरेंट्स को बुलाया जाता है।
Is it
जबकि
really
मैंने
happening? Like, I couldn't believe this. At this,
I used to stand in the corner. I used to stand in the corner, and then my parents used to sit, and the rest of the family used to tell my parents, "This your daughter did, this your daughter that she did, and उसको ये नहीं बनाने आता, उसको वो नहीं बनाने आता." Bullshit. तो ये सब जब होता है ना लाइफ में,
okay, ma'am,
तब
sorry
हुआ
to
है।
interrupt you. One thing, like at that point of time, what was the reaction of your parents? Like, what
They
I
were
would
numb.
say,
They were numb. My dad is an IFS, forest department, very senior officer. My mom is super, तब के टाइम का 10th उसने किया है, half English medium, half Marathi medium. So they're super educated. They were numb. They had no idea what is happening. That's the reason when I told my dad कि dad मैं इस मैरिज में नहीं रह सकती, मुझे या तो डिवोर्स चाहिए या तो मुझे इस घर से अलग रहना है। So my dad trusted on me, like I said and he said yes. It was not he doubted on me. He trusted on me. My mom had doubts. My mom was like ये सबसे छोटी थी, इसको शायद जम नहीं रहा होगा. It took so many years for my mom to realize कि what my daughter said was right. But my dad trusted on me. He went back to my in-laws. He said कि my daughter is telling this, so she needs a separate home. Let's give both your son and my daughter a separate home and let them stay happily. Then my in-laws said क्या ऐसा तो नहीं होगा? Then my dad said okay fine, then let her take divorce. Then my in-laws had to tell him कि आपने आपकी बेटी पे यकीन किया. तो my dad said 100% कभी भी किसी भी घड़ी पे मैं अपनी बेटी पे ही यकीन करूंगा. And that changed my life.
I think
That
you
line
that
changed everything.
boost you always the confidence you get from was from your dad only, yeah, because you see कि one person is standing back
So
to me,
so rock
supporting to
solid.
me. It is so
So rock
wonderful.
solid.
Yeah. Sorry.
इनफैक्ट माय डैड यूज्ड टू टेल मी कृति की जुल्म करने से ज्यादा खतरनाक होता है जुल्म सहना।
Absolutely.
तो माय डैड यूज्ड टू से कि जुल्म करना तो गलत ही बात है, लेकिन जुल्म सहने के लिए तुम पैदा नहीं हुए हो।
Mm.
एंड नाउ आफ्टर 20 years in all this journey, to let you know कि why all this sex education and my life coaching, तो मेरी तो जिंदगी किसी के कोचिंग लेने के वजह से बदली है। वरना इमेजिन मुझे कोई ट्यूबरक्लोसिस या किसी टाइप की फिजिकल बीमारी होके मैं मर गई होती,
True.
बिकॉज इतना ज्यादा काम करो, टाइम पे खाना नहीं खाओ, मेंटल पीस नहीं है, फिजिकली यू आर गेटिंग ड्रेन, डू यू एक्सपेक्ट अ पर्सन टू सर्वाइव? बट
Yeah.
आई डिड सर्वाइव बिकॉज आई डिड सीक राइट हेल्प.
Mm.
Right health. So one thing what I promote is take right health. That has changed me. That has changed my and my daughter's relationship, my and my husband relationship. I am that chalta purta example कि भाई जिंदगी इतनी बदल सकती है. And then yeah, sex education. So I will strongly say that was one factor,
Mm.
which was not even spoken to me by my parents. My
Okay.
parents have spoken to me damn everything. They have taught me everything.
Mm.
We were so vocal to each other. हम लोग कुछ भी बात कर सकते हैं, ऐसा माहौल है. बट इतना अच्छा हमारा एनवायरनमेंट रहते पर भी वहां पे भी सेक्स की बात कभी नहीं हुई, कभी भी नहीं. एंड आई कुड एक्सपीरियंस ऑर्गेजम्स एक्सीडेंटली एट द एज ऑफ 35. और ये जो इतना पेन था ना जिंदगी का, वो जैसे जैसे मुझे ऑर्गेजम एक्सपीरियंस होने लगा, मुझे रियलाइज होने लगा कि यार ये पेन तो बुलशिट है. इसके लिए इतना क्या बुरा मान के लेना यार. दिस इज सो नाइस. So I just say that was my past, and this is me. And the future, I could see, my goodness, these orgasms have so much of miraculous, energy into it that comes into me, and I can just diminish all this pain.
Yeah.
क्योंकि कृति हादसे होते हैं जिंदगी में, तो लोग आसपास है ना जो मुझे याद दिलाते हैं कि मैं कितनी बुरी बहू हूँ. मैं
Mm.
इसी शहर में रहती हूँ. I stay in the same city as a nucleus family without going to my in-laws place. Imagine what the society must be talking about me. And I go on Instagram and I talk about sex and relationship.
I know.
So ideally, if you come in Nasik and ask about me, you will get some other impression.
Mm.
I know what I am doing, and that is the reason I strongly feel that spark was within me, which was explored because of orgasms.
Yeah.
Which is an खुदा ने कुछ तो किया होगा ना. सेक्स तो सिर्फ बच्चा पैदा करने के लिए नहीं किया होगा खुदा ने.
True.
उसको तो हम एक्ट बोलेंगे, एक्ट. लेकिन एज एन इमोशन, दो जिस्म जब साथ आते हैं तो दो रूह भी साथ में आते हैं.
Mm.
तो कुछ तो वायर का स्पार्क होता है, और वो इतना अच्छा रहता है कि आपके बड़े से बड़ा दर्द छोटा लगने लगता है. Then I felt, when I can experience it, some other girl can experience it. Why not promote it? Why not? Why not talk on it? And yeah, that is how I talk. और इतना कुछ खो लिया है ना लाइफ में कृति.
Yeah.
इतना नाम खराब हो चुका है कि और क्या ही नाम खराब होगा.
I got the answer
What
of
is
the question which I was supposed to ask.
okay.
I was supposed to
Okay.
ask कि आपको डर नहीं लगा कभी? But I got the answer.
हाँ यार, अब नहीं लगता है, पहले बहुत लगता, अब नहीं.
Okay. As you mentioned about your daughter, so I know your daughter is very special. Like everyone child is special to their parents, but yeah, I think your daughter is much more special to you. You have discussed with me once, if you remember, that there was a time in your life and in your daughter life that your relationship was not that good. So would you like to talk about that also?
यस. वही तो कहते हैं ना, जो पुराने जख्म में रहते हैं वो भरते हैं नहीं.
Hmm.
और उनका गुस्सा, हम उन XYZ लोगों का गुस्सा हम उन पे निकालते हैं जो हमारे सबसे अजीज रहते हैं, जो हमारे
ये
सबसे प्यार, जो एकदम हमारे नजदीक के रहते हैं. क्योंकि किसी ने मेरे से गलत किया, उसको तो मैं जाके कुछ बोल नहीं सकती हूँ, बिकॉज दे माय हस्बैंड्स पेरेंट्स. टिल डेट आई हैव नेवर रेज्ड माय वॉइस विद माय इन-लॉज, नॉट अ सिंगल टाइम. मेरी ख्वाहिश है पता है कि मैं उनको जाके बिठा के बोलूं कि आपने मेरे साथ ऐसा क्यों किया, गलत क्यों किया. मैंने अभी तक नहीं बोला है. So that is somewhere suppressed. And where I used to express that in front of my innocent 4 बरस की, 5 बरस की, 6 बरस की, 10-11 बरस तक मैंने वो सारा गुस्सा अपने बच्चे पे निकाला है. And the moment she entered, and she is an extraordinary, excellent, academic topper है वो उसके स्कूल की, मतलब हर बारी फर्स्ट आना. और मेरी आइडेंटिटी वाज फैजा की मम्मा, एंड आई हैड बिकम अ वेरी हिटलर परफेक्ट मदर. क्यों पता है कृति, मुझे लगता था ससुराल में मैंने खामोश रही तो इतना बवाल हो गया. अब ना लाइफ में खामोश रहना ही नहीं चाहिए, जो है ना आवाज बढ़ा के बोलना चाहिए. दैट वाज अ रॉन्ग डिसएम्पावरिंग बिलीफ आई हैड, कि जो भी बात करो ना चीख चिल्ला के कर दो. क्योंकि मुझे लगा था चीख चिल्ला के बात करो तो सब सुन लेते हैं. बट लोग सुनते होंगे, औलाद नहीं, बच्चा नहीं, तो बेबी नहीं. तो बेबी इज नॉट बोर्न फॉर दैट. सो माय डॉटर यूज्ड टू टेल मी, मम्मा जो भी बोल रहे हो ना सब सही बोल रहे हो, लेकिन इतना ऊंचा क्यों बोलते हो, धीरे बोलो, प्यार से बोलो, समझा के बोलो, मैं समझ लूंगी. But yeah, I never understood her directly express words that she had to write a letter 4 times, once, not twice, not thrice, 4 times. कि if mama, if आप नहीं change होते हो, आप अगर ऐसे ही चिल्लाते. I used to hit her, I used to bite her, I used to put her in room, I used to put candle on her skin, I used to do all this. I used to do all this to my. तो आप वहां जाके, हमारे यहाँ रहता है यार इन लॉज में, हाथ ऐसे मिला के ऐसे करते हैं. ये तुमने नहीं किया, तुम इस इवेंट पे मेरे साथ आई नहीं, तुम वहां आई नहीं। आई यूज्ड टू फील एटलीस्ट सोसाइटी को ये तो लगे कि मैं अच्छी माँ हूँ। बहू तो बुरी हो चुकी थी, बीवी भी अच्छी नहीं हूँ, अब चलो माँ तो अच्छी बनूं। इस चक्कर में मैं इतनी इतनी गंदी माँ बन चुकी थी दैट माय डॉटर रोट अ लेटर कि इफ यू कंटिन्यू ऑल दिस आई हैव। हाँ कृति, 10th स्टैंडर्ड आई गेस, 9th एंड 10th का फेस था, हर टीनेजर, शी वाज इनटू बैड, शी वाज बीइंग बैडली बुलीड इन द स्कूल फॉर ऑलमोस्ट 4 5 years। मेरा बच्चा अकेला खाना खाने बैठता था, 4 साल कोई बैठा ही नहीं था टिफिन खाने उसके साथ। और बिकॉज शी टू कम टॉप, फिर बुलिंग होता था, बेड वेटिंग होता था, एंड उस चक्कर में उसको ऐसे लगता था अब मैं कूल बन जाऊं और सारे कूल दोस्तों के साथ दोस्ती करूं ताकि मैं आई बिकम लाइकेबल। और मुझे ये दिखता था कि ये गलत हो रहा है, और उसकी एक गलती हो रही है, ये मुझे उसको समझाते नहीं आता था। और वो मैं चीख चिल्ला के, मार के, पीट के, यू नो हर गलत तरीके से उसको समझाती थी। और उसको फिर लगता था कि स्कूल में तो आई एम नॉट लाइकेबल, अभी घर में मम्मा वो सबसे ट्रस्टवर्दी, और मम्मा ही अभी ऐसे कर रही है अपने साथ, तो शी हैड लॉस्ट होप। आई वाज द रीजन फॉर शी नॉट वांटिंग टू लिव लाइफ। कृति, इससे ज्यादा बुरा किसी भी माँ के साथ नहीं हो सकता है कि उनका बच्चा जीना ही नहीं चाहे और आप उसकी वजह हो। थैंक्स, दैट्स व्हाई रिपीटेडली आई सीक प्रोफेशनल हेल्प। और मेरा तब तो दिमाग ऐसे चलता था कृति कि हेल्प मुझे नहीं, हेल्प तो फैजा को चाहिए, फैजा की काउंसलिंग करा। That was the biggest, another stupid mistake I was about to do. But then when my daughter was at night, 11:30 बजे सारी किताबें लेके वो दरवाजे पे थी, we had one fight बालों को तेल लगाने पे से। I was like तुमको तेल लगाना ही पड़ेगा, she was like मुझे नहीं लगाना। So it is not about that event, it was about the unresolved issues, so many unresolved issues between she and me। And she was violent, she said कि मैं घर छोड़ के जा रही हूँ, she took all her books, she said कि कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का राइट है मम्मा की पढ़ाई मेरा हक है, मैं पढ़ूंगी लेकिन मैं तुम्हारे घर में नहीं रहूंगी। और 10th standard keep telling all these things। Then I did seek help. I guess after 3 sessions, my daughter came back to me कि मम्मा आपने क्या ऐसे कर लिया कि आप में इतना फर्क आ गया। So I felt good कि at least she could notice it. It's that means my actions are somewhere clear now. And that doesn't mean I was doing to get this praise. It was मेरी आंखें खुल गई थी कृति की 20 साल पहले XYZ फैमिली ने मुझे थोड़ा तकलीफ दिया, उसकी खुन्नस में दिल में रखूं और अपना पूरा पर्सनैलिटी चेंज कर डालूं, ये तो इंसाफ नहीं है ना। I am what I am. I am a nice person. I may be not very talented, skilled, extraordinary, but at least bare minimum, I'm a nice human being. और वो आंखें मेरी बेटी ने मेरी खोली है। और वो कोचिंग सेशंस में मुझे रियलाइज हुआ कि sometimes if you are not healed properly, you can become poison to someone else। क्योंकि आपके अंदर इतनी इतनी निगेटिविटी है कि आपको ऊपरी ऊपरी लग रहा है कि आप ठीक हो चुके हो और आप उसका बवाल कहीं और निकाल रहे हो। आई कुड टेक हेल्प, सीक हेल्प, अंडरस्टैंड वेयर आई नीड टू चेंज। और इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि आप सबमिसिव हो गए और आपकी औलाद जो बोल रही है आप वो कर रहे हो। नो, नाउ वी सिट, वी टॉक, वी एग्री टू डिसएग्री। ओके फैजा, आई डोंट एग्री ऑन दिस, शी सेड ओके मम्मा आई डोंट एग्री ऑन दिस। बट 10 में से 10 बातें तो डिसएग्रीमेंट नहीं होती है ना, 10 में से 2 डिसएग्रीमेंट होती है। वी रिस्पेक्टफुली एग्री इट। मैंने भी दिमाग से निकाल दिया कि मैं माँ हूँ मतलब मैं सही, नो आई कैन बी रॉन्ग। और वो औलाद है मतलब उसकी हर डिमांड जिद है, ऐसा भी नहीं है। कोई चीजें जिन्यून भी बच्चा मांग लेता है। इट वॉज ऑल अबाउट कम्युनिकेशन, इट वॉज ऑल अबाउट क्रिएटिंग दैट स्पेस वेयर पर्सन कैन ब्रीथ। सबसे अच्छा पता है मेरे अली और फैजा के बीच में, अगर मुझे कुछ अच्छा लगता है इन सब के बावजूद, तो हम तीनों अपनी अपनी आइडेंटिटी जीते हैं। आई एम माई सेल्फ, वो है, अली अली है। हम एटलीस्ट आपस में तो प्रिटेंड नहीं करते। घर ऐसी जगह होती है जहाँ पे इंसान should feel at home actually। ये नहीं कि घर जाने के बाद डर 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 हो रहा है, अभी मम्मा क्या बोलेगी, हस्बैंड क्या बोलेगा, बच्चा क्या बोलेगा। नो, वी हैव आवर इंडिविजुअल स्पेस, वी हैव सेट आवर बाउंड्रीज। इससे ज्यादा अंदर बिना परमिशन के घुसना नहीं है। एंड दैट हेल्प्स, दैट रियली हेल्प्स। एंड नाउ माय डॉटर इज इन लंदन, शी इज डूइंग हर बीएससी साइकोलॉजी। हमारे दिन में 4 वीडियो कॉल होते हैं, उसमें से 2 में झगड़ा होता है, फिर 2 में पैचअप होता है और एक नॉर्मल कॉल होता है। सो नथिंग हैज चेंज्ड। But we are like soul mates, Kriti. If I get a beautiful orgasm, my daughter is wow, आई वुड बी लाइक नहीं नहीं तुमको तो सुनना पड़ेगा। शी हैज अ ब्रेकअप्स, इतने सारे जनरेशन के ब्रेकअप्स होते हैं अलग अलग स्टाइल से। आई डोंट स्टिल अंडरस्टैंड। शी नरेट्स दैट टू मी कि मम्मा नहीं, ये मैंने स्वाइप किया था लेकिन ये अच्छा नहीं था, फिर मैंने मना कर दिया। या कभी उसको रिजेक्शन आता है, बट आई एम हैप्पी शी इज एक्सप्लोरिंग हर रिलेशंस। आई डोंट वांट हर टू सिट एंड गेट मैट्रिमोनियल फॉर्म biodata from matrimonial site and just get married. So that space is there where we
Yeah.
share and we're comfortable with each other.
Inside.
Best is we're comfortable with each other.
Yeah, it should be there. A beautiful, healthy relationship between three of you, and it's amazing how you overcome it. It is itself a very motivating for all of us. It whenever our audience will listen this podcast, they will absolutely get lots of motivation from you because it is something you did out of the box. Women hardly have this courage to get out of where she is not feeling good, she's not feeling secure, she's not happy. There are women who used to live in that society, your family, where she's always suppressed, but you came out of it, you are living your life beautifully. This is something wonderful. Okay, ma'am, we are doing this podcast for more than 50 minutes now, and I had a great discussion with you, but I have some sort of rapid questions, which I want to ask to you. And yeah, let's start with this. Okay, just give me a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how would you describe yourself with the three words?
Hot, sexy, beautiful.
Great. Amazing. Okay, who inspired you most and why?
My dad. My dad.
What makes you,
Why? Because he
yeah,
trusted on me. He trusted in my words. I
yeah,
love trust. उन्होंने यकीन रखा मुझ पे हमेशा.
true. What makes you the happiest?
Orgasms.
Nice. What is the one myth about your profession that you want to debunk?
कि सेक्स एजुकेटर बने हैं, सेक्स एक्सपर्ट है, इसका मतलब हम सुबह दोपहर शाम सिर्फ सेक्स करते हैं. दिस इज अ मिथ. एन ऑन्को सर्जन हु डील्स विद सो मेनी कैंसर पेशेंट्स, जरूरी नहीं उनको कैंसर हुआ है. दे हैव द एक्सपीरियंस, दे हैव द नॉलेज, दे हैव द क्वालिफिकेशन. दैट्स व्हाई दे डू इट. सो एज सेक्स
True,
एक्सपर्ट doesn't mean that person is totally available anytime to do sex. They are there to empower you with your sexual well-being.
true. What's something people seem to misunderstand about you?
कि इतना सेक्स पे बात करती है, इतना सेक्स बिफोर मैरिज और आफ्टर मैरिज की बात करती है, तो जरूर इनका भी कोई ना कोई अफेयर कहीं चलता ही होगा. तो ऐसा नहीं है यार. डोंट जस्ट माय कैरेक्टर फॉर माय प्रोफेशन. मैं अच्छी लड़की हूँ, इतना मैं बोल सकती हूँ. आई एम अ गुड गर्ल.
Yeah. What is the best feature of yours?
माय हेयर.
True. Absolutely. It's beautiful curl hair.
Yeah.
Okay. Where I was. Okay. What's the first thing you noticed about someone when you meet them?
The tonality.
Okay, nice. What are the best resources that helped you along the way?
State management.
State management. Okay, I don't know about this because I have a
State
son.
management.
Yeah.
स्टेट मैनेजमेंट. अपना स्टेट कंट्रोल करो भाई. दैट वाज टफेस्ट फॉर मी, बट या दैट हैज
Okay,
हेल्प्ड मी.
that's nice. What's your hobby?
Having lots of orgasms.
Nice. I think you got lots of compliment, but still, what is the best compliment you ever got?
No one can turn me on like you do.
Okay, nice. Okay, so from last 50 minutes, I am only the one who is asking you the question. This is the last question which I'm asking to you. That is there anything which you want to ask to me? Any suggestion, feedback for me? So please feel free
Oh dear,
to.
you're beautiful, you're amazing, you're honest, you're pure. You're a soul with whom anybody can get connected anytime. So just be the way you are. You are very, very pure. We get the feeling when we talk to you. You're very pure. Maintain this, take care of this purity forever.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It mean a lot to me. Yeah, like I did podcast with you. Yeah, I just want to do
Finally,
this.
we did
Yeah,
it.
because you know what happened now when I started, like just recently I have started 1 month back. So when I was starting, I was making a list. So you were obviously, but I saw your stories that you were in London at that point of
Yes.
time. So I booked my session with all. So I remember, oh, I forget, like how could I was in a guilt for a time. Ki, oh, how could I not approach her? How could I forget? Then I text you as usual. You replied me so lovely. So yeah, we did this live. I always have a wonderful conversation with you. We did 2 live before, and this is the third conversation, and it's completely very ineffable, insightful, wonderful. I got to learn a lot from you, lots of things. I'm running out of words, but
I get your feeling. I absolutely resonate with your feelings.
thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am, for this opportunity, for coming on my show. It's wonderful talking to you.
सेम हियर है. गॉड ब्लेस यू ऑलवेज. एंड आई एम वन कॉल अवे. इसके
Yeah,
बाद भी आपको कभी भी लगे कि चलो ये करते हैं वो करते हैं, लेट्स डू इट.
absolutely,
Anytime you can
ma'am.
drop a message and we'll do it.
Sure. So at last, I just want to have one picture with you so that I can. I love making memories, and I'll put it on Instagram story. So yeah,
Then do tag me. Do tag me.
yeah, absolutely. Okay, it's quite blurred. So let me take. Sorry, I don't know why it's not.
No issues.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am.
Welcome, Kriti. Welcome. So shall I say bye then?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's call it off.
Take care. Be in touch. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely, ma'am. Thank you. Bye bye. Good night.
Bye bye.